Good morning, welcome to Garden Friends. I'm Andrea here in Tampa, Florida. It is November 18th and we have quite a bit going on in our fall garden. We have beets. There's one right there. He's pretty happy. In the back of it I do have a few little Swiss chard. I had 3 left, 3 seeds, put them in the ground. They grew. These are Floridaed tomatoes. They're very happy. Got a lot of tomatoes on there, waiting for them to turn red. Over here we have got turnips. And I know that I've spaced them a little too close together, but we harvest the greens as well. I don't have any turnips forming yet. That'll come soon. Behind it, we still have our sweet potato patch, one of them. I have got my tomatillos. And they're just so cute. There he is right there. My pollinators really do like them. They're a favorite. Here I've got my Swiss chard. He's happy. My fennel is popping up. I've got 2 right there. I had some seeds. I have one little plant that I managed to grow from seeds that I planted early in the spring. I just don't have very good luck with the store-bought seeds, but he finally made seeds of his own and they are popping up everywhere. I'm gonna need to thin that. My green beans are still hanging in there. This is my basil that just will not die. It is now 11 months old and I keep picking off flowers and getting any icky leaves off, and it's still going strong. Oh, here I've got some more little turnips. They're smaller. And here, well, this was a bunch of peppers, and they are turning themselves into nice perennials. I've got those there. They will turn red soon. This is a green bell pepper plant. They're small, but they are mighty. He's hanging in there. Now, while they're not flowering yet, I do have a whole bunch of San Marzanos that are growing, and I'm looking forward to some blooms. We're going to hit it with some fish emulsion fertilizer. Oh, I've got some blooms right there. This is the first time that we've grown San Marzanos, so we are excited about it. We've only bought them in cans. Now here are our Brussels sprouts. No Brussels yet, but they are growing really well. I've got them in these, the chimney liners. They came out of a house that we remodeled. And because Brussels sprouts have very long roots, I thought that I should put them in the deepest container that I could find, and this is it. Over here, well, I thought he was a Brussels sprout. Apparently there was an old eggplant seed and with my Brussels sprout seed, and he planted, he grew. And we've been harvesting eggplant. I've got a little guy right there. We harvest them just another couple inches longer. I don't want to leave them too long. I left them too long over the summer and they were very, very seedy. So we're going to plant them, or pick them rather, when they're still kind of small. And here is my sister's oregano. It's blooming, quite happy. Our parsley is coming back after being completely ravaged by the swallowtail caterpillars. They ate every single little leaf off of it and ate the stems down almost to the dirt. But with a little bit of water and the absence of some caterpillars for a few weeks, it's coming back very nicely. And we still have some Florida cranberries, or cranberries, that are growing. There were so many. I planted too many plants, and it does take some time to harvest. And so I've left them, and where I've been cutting branches, it's just sending up new growth and new buds. And they really are very lovely. I love that flower. I wish it lasted longer than a day. I would probably grow it just for the flowers alone and the beautiful colors. And the pigeon peas are making peas. Here they are at different stages. They're this pretty, I think it's a really lovely, lovely little little pea pod with its green and its black, and then it'll start to turn brown. And we were harvesting them green like this. It just takes a lot more time to get your peas out. If you let them turn brown, very, very easy to just crack that pod open and harvest them. The kale is still happy. It's kind of bolting a little bit. I don't know if it was because we had some warm days there for a while, even for November. I'm gonna harvest it soon. What I don't eat fresh, we'll just put in the freezer because I use my greens interchangeably. I like to keep a whole bunch of different ones in the freezer. The papayas are still going strong. It does take a long time for them to ripen, but I see a big one there on the bottom who's starting to get some orange in him. I would say another week or two we'll really start watching him daily. Probably I'll check him a couple times a day, because if I leave him too long, sometimes they get some soft spots where they're touching the trunk, and I also don't want to encourage any critters to try to take him before I do. And last, here in my garden, I've got my Seminole pumpkins. And I've got some pumpkins growing. Let's see if I can find one. There he is. He's starting to turn orange. And I've got a couple more. I made some mistakes planting them this year. First, they don't transplant well. So my first seedlings I put into those little seed pods. And when I planted them, all but one died. So I was late getting them in the ground. So that is what we've got going on the end of November in Tampa, Florida. I want to thank you for watching. If you have the ability, if your weather cooperates, get out there and grow stuff. Even though it's November, there's stuff that you could be planting right now. Turnips, lettuces, beets, kohlrabi, herbs, lots of good stuff. And be ready to start planting your seedlings for the spring. I want to thank you for watching me, and you have a good day.